Hi Year 5 and welcome to the Lorax lesson 11 and it's letter, okay? It's about you writing a letter, alright? So, last lesson we had a little look at starting a Twitter campaign, okay? So that Lorax could get his message across, okay? Today we're going to look at getting his message across but in a different way by writing a letter to someone important, alright? We had a look at the picture that's on your screen and we had a little look at this page and it told us we could infer, let's say, what the Lorax was thinking and feeling at this time. Okay, we're going to have a little look at this page now because you can even see by the image that he is furious, shaking his fist. Okay, he's knocking on the door. Okay, but it looks like it's quite a sharp knock. Okay, due to the illustrations. Right, let's have a read. But the next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, "I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots, who played in the shade in their barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffle fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffle fruit to go around. And my poor barbaloots are all getting the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies." Then again he came back. I was fixing some pipes when that old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. "I am the Lorax," he coughed and he whiffed. He sneezed and he snuffled, he snargled, he sniffed. "Once," he cried with a cruffleless croak, "once, you're making such smokulous smoke. My poor swummy swans, why they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat." So once again, you can see the effect of what's happening with the illustrations and with the type of font they use, okay, and with the punctuation and with the vocab, okay. Now, all the way through this, we have noticed, okay, that the Dr. Seuss uses lots and lots of rhyming words. So that's going to come into your activity today. You're going to have a little go. Okay, so still focusing on the fact that Lorax is furious, all right? Your task today, okay, is to write a letter as though you are the Lorax, okay? Your audience is the Prime Minister. Your poem must be in first person and, of course, can include some made-up words to help with the rhyme. It would help if it had a touch of humour. Here are a few starters for you to consider. Okay, so if you are writing as the Lorax, what person do you need to write in? Good, first person. I should be seeing lots of I's in there, okay? You are the Lorax. To get into character, you need to be really mad. This one man has come to your place, okay? He's chopping down these beautiful trees and using them in order to get money, okay? So here are some sentence starters. So you could have, Mr. Prime Minister, my dear old boy. I've tweeted and griped to no avail. Okay, so to no avail means he's not getting anywhere. It's not worked. Though busy you are, I have no doubt. Definitely in a moment he's busy. I know a Lorax may not have much clout. So clout means he's talking about like common sense, like brain. All right. Now, it does say it's a poem, but it is in the form of a letter. Okay, so here I've put on a little bit of an example, okay, of how to set your letter out. Now, if you don't, your address goes up there, okay, it says a phone number, you don't have to include that, okay, you can make an address up, you do not need to use your actual address, okay, then it says the recipient's address, so that would be the Prime Minister's address, okay, so you might want to put that he lives at 10 Downing Street, okay, because that's where he is based, all right. The date that you're writing it, so that will be Tuesday the 2nd of February, okay? Starting with "Dear Mr. Johnson," then the main body of your letter, and then your closing farewell, okay? So you might put "Yours sincerely, Miss Murray." That's what I would put, okay? Right, now what I have done is I have done a little bit of an example of my own, okay? Now, this is not to say this is the best, but please feel free to magpie some ideas. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you, and you might get a bit of an idea about how funny it can be and about the rhyming, okay? Because we would like it to rhyme. It says, "Dear Mr. Johnson, I know you're a busy man, but there is something you must do before we go down the pan. You must stop this madness once and for all, for every minute a tree may fall. Us in Year 5 at the best school ever have really discovered an act that's made us say, 'Well, I never.' We are friends of the Lorax, the little orange guy, and we think you need to consider his ply. He plies and plies with you to help us sow, and we beg you not to say no. Take a minute to look out the window, and we are sure you are going to say, "Oh no," when you see the bare land and that there is nothing left but dust and sand. Okay, so I've written that in first person in terms of me, okay, but I've not pretended I'm the Lorax there, okay, because I don't want you to just take my ideas as in copy them completely. Okay, so keep that in mind if you're going to Magpie some of them. Okay, I've used the word here, ply. Okay, now that's not okay. I've used ply. Sorry, I've used ply in place of please. Okay, because I wanted it to rhyme. Okay, I wanted it to rhyme with guy, so I went for ply. So once again, have a play around with vocab. Dr. Seuss is fantastic at using such a wide range of vocab and some words that aren't even real, but you still have a way of understanding what he means. Okay, so because I put here, he plies and plies, I could have just put he please and please. Okay, but I wanted it to rhyme. Okay, so this may take a little bit of planning, a little bit of thought. Okay, this is not the easiest one to do. Okay, but what I look forward to is hearing them on Seesaw, you reading them aloud. Because once again, you just look at that. Sometimes when you start reading it, it all starts to come together and you pick up that rhythm. All right, so I look forward to hearing them. Keep up the good work.